What's going on, Jeromes? So, of course, we are well aware of the fact that Justin freaking Jefferson is the best wide receiver in the National Football League, and also he hates the effing Eagles. I've had a poopy day, and I hate the Eagles. Peaceful, easy feeling my ass. That's right. And Jefferson has quickly scaled the ranks, and we are truly watching a generational talent. And even with the hamstring injury last year, still put up a 1,000-yard season, still smashing records through 4 years. And even though the Vikings will have some sea change at quarterback, Jefferson is quarterback proof, and he will continue to put up numbers and continue to be that dude. And he will not be traded, despite what all the haters and the losers tried to do to him this offseason. Despicable, man. And the Vikings did ink him up long-term, 4 years, $140 million with $110 million guaranteed, and it is gorgeous, and it feels good to have the face of the franchise, face of the league, going to be in purple a long time. That's right. Long story longer. ESPN. So ESPN generally is a hater of the Minnesota Vikings, but Jefferson is so transcendent that they can't ignore it. And also, I love every single year JEROME Fowler, ESPN, compiles these executives, coaches, and scouting anonymous rankings of the players, because it's the straight poop. It's the straight dope from the decision makers and the guys supposedly, allegedly in the know. And for the second year in a row, Justin Jefferson taking that number one spot. So this is your highest ranking, 1, lowest ranking, 3. Who would have him at 3? All right, so you're going to put like Tyreek Hill and Jamar Chase above him? Get out of here. Get out of here. Age 25, just turned 25 in June. Last year's ranking numero uno. This is what Fowler wrote. Jefferson is the wideout king for the second consecutive year, despite a down year, quote unquote, by his standards, courtesy of a hamstring injury that cost him 7 games. Yeah, people don't talk about enough that he missed 7 games, basically missed an 8th because of the Raiders game, and he still put up a 1,000-yard season. Dude's played 17 games last year and couldn't put up 1,000 yards. Not saying, I'm just saying. But even Jefferson's 10-game output, 68 catches for 1,074 yards and 5 scores, is better than most of. I just said that. Come on, man. He's the best route runner. In all of football, in my opinion, NFL wide receivers coach said. Hopefully that was McCardle. It would be so funny if they can vote for their own guys. Jefferson's historic pace through 4 seasons places him on an early Hall of Fame track, which it's kind of crazy to say, isn't it? But truly watching greatness, truly watching a potential first ballot Hall of Famer, Vikings Ring of Honor, all that stuff. Since his 2020 debut, Jefferson leads all receivers in yards per game, 98.4, NFL record, by the way, and most 100-yard games with 29. Nearly 37% of his catches went for 20-plus yards in 2023, one of the top clips in the NFL. Play speed, constant production, instincts, elite hands, do-it-all, a route runner, a high-ranking personnel man with an NFL team, said. And also, hey, remember, when Kirk Cousins was here with the Vikings, he was seen as very poopy. So the fact that he did this with a poopy quarterback for the first 3.5 years, and then with a gong show quarterbacks at the end of last year, kind of says a lot about Jefferson, and he'll be just fine with slinging Sam Darnold and or J.J. McCarthy. And the rest of the top 10, so this from Vikes fan page, Jefferson, Tyreek, Jamar, CeeDee Lamb, which I love and respect CeeDee. I don't put him in the same tier as Jefferson. I just don't. Davante Adams, he's very solid, but no, he should be a Hall of Famer. And I can say that now that he's not a greasy grime Green Bay Packer. A little bit older, but also, as you saw from the receiver documentary, quarterback play definitely, he did not like Jimmy Garoppolo. AJ and Amon-Ra. So here's what Amon-Ra is going to do. Like, he's just going to list off all the receivers ahead of him in the top 10. Okay. Mike Evans, Stephon Diggs, still making the top 10, as well as Brandon Ayuk. So, hey, I'm not saying, I'm just saying, picking up Ayuk with Jefferson. Okay. But, JJ, obviously, Jets, obviously is going to be a big part of JJ and this offense moving forward with Hockenson and whoever else decides that they want to be part of the team. It's kind of crazy, man. But the table is set this year. So Darnold and or McCarthy, whoever plays, they're not going to get MVP love. But if Jefferson comes out and has a Jets 2K season, and you know that he wants to do that, A, to get revenge for last year, and B, to prove that he's worth that contract, because some players get the contract they think they got it made. Jefferson gets a contract. He feels like he has to prove himself and prove that he's worth it. There's a big, big difference there. And Jefferson is certainly the latter. But I love that ESPN and also, more importantly, executives, coaches, and scouts from around the league recognize greatness and don't like, well, Tyreek is blah, blah, blah. No. Jefferson is the king. He's going to be the king for a long time, and also he's going to be in purple a long time. So that's something that's beautiful, man. But your thoughts are thoughts. ESPN, the anonymous scout rankings put Jefferson number 1. You guys know what to do. Skull, production value.